Detective Comics 998, Peter J. Tomasi writing, Doug Mankey on the art. Next part of this, we ended last issue with Batman going to see Hugo Strange to confront him about what's going on. Matt's shaking his head, so I'm feeling some Matt rage coming in.
But I agree with in regards to the Hugo Strange stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It
that was a BS cliffhanger.
Yeah, well,
like
there's a few
cheap.
There's a few pages with Hugo Strange, and then the story just shifts beyond. Because it turns out Batman was wrong. Hugo Strange has nothing to do with this.
It adds nothing to the story.
So we think, yes.
No.
Bizarrely, though, I might have enjoyed the Hugo Strange stuff more. Not in the sense that it ruined the cliffhanger and felt redundant, just in the sense that I liked the idea of it being Hugo Strange, and I liked his dialogue more. Once it got to the Etrigan stuff, I actually kind of oh, this is an Etrigan issue. Okay.
Which I was like, oh, Etrigan.
Yeah. The Hellbat is really cool. Every time Tomasi brings it up, he makes it more. It's just more.
Joe bugged me about it.
No, it's more in every way, isn't it?
Well, first of all, I was hoping that there was going to be a line Batman complaining that Lois had messed with something inside it.
Yeah, me too.
And that never happened. But my bigger complaint is at one point the suit's like, there's a 90% chance this will kill you, what we're about to do. And he's like, just do it. And it does it. And then there's no consequences for doing it. And that to me is where, sometimes Matt gets really upset because Batman. That felt a bit because Batman to me. It was like, it's not even treating it like it's a big deal. It's just, just do it.
The argument is, well, it came out in the 10%, so it's fine. But
yeah, but Batman always comes out in the 10%.
He does.
Sometimes it comes out in the 1% or the 0.1%.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's fine to a point. I guess it's just the moment feels like such a throwaway random thing in the middle of an arc that it feels weird to give it this weight of no.
It wasn't even 90%. It was 95%. That he was gonna have a cardiac arrest.
Well, I don't think I finished this. I think I fell asleep. I'm just looking now, and I'm like, I remember the Hellbat. I remember that 95%, whatever it was, and then not much after that.
I was so into this, and up when we got to the Sensei, and I was like, yeah, this is really cool. And now it's kind of unintelligible. Like, I have zero clue what's going on. Especially when we get to the end.
Yeah, I dug the first 3 issues as well. And then, I liked the last one a bit more than you did. I didn't hate it. I thought it was okay, whereas you hated it, Matt. This issue, I was like, okay, I'm down for this, because I liked the cliffhanger last time. I was like, okay, I'm down for Hugo Strange being, the end of this road. And then it was like, no, it's not Hugo Strange. Here's Etrigan. Okay, a bit of a fight with a monster, whatever. Then he goes to see...
They just teleports him to Silas.
To Silas, yeah. And then Silas starts acting weird, and I'm like, wait, they're going to twist us that Silas is a villain? And then the ending happens where,
I'm getting there. Hold on. Spoilers.
Well, how about you finish your books? But he was giving me shit for running late earlier on.
I finishing my last book. I actually thought I had finished it. That's how forgettable this was.
I
forgot it. I read it.
I just have forgotten to read books. I've never not finished.
I fell asleep while I was reading it and clearly went, yeah, I read that. Because I did the action sequence and went, yeah, that was the end.
Yeah, so Silas, breaks away as if he's in the Matrix. It goes all green, and then he breaks away, and then the final page is... What is this?
What the hell is this?
What is this?
I just turned onto it clearly as you were doing that, and I'm like, what the...
Yeah. It's what he says is we'd have to wage war on ourselves, Bruce. And it looks like a little kid version, not Batmite little, and it's not Damian wearing the cowl.
No. It's young Bruce Wayne at 10 years old in the Batman suit. That's what it is, right?
It's way too big. Yeah. Whew. I trust in Tomasi most of the time, but these last 2 issues... Is
the final of this issue telling us that most of what's happened this arc all been in in his head or in a simulation or something like that? Is that what he's telling us?
That's what I'm thinking. But it can't do that, because what about Etrigan? That's not... Those are very specific rules. You know what I mean?
Etrigan's in his head as well. All of it's just been in his head. Is Leslie even dead? Is everything that's happened since the first issue?
Which I thought from the beginning. There's no way Tompkins stays dead.
Well, not staying dead and then turn out she was never dead in the first place are 2 different things.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
I think I'm angry.
I don't like the end of this issue at all. The end of this issue made me go, I I got the last couple of these physically because I really liked the first few issues of this arc. I may actually switch back. Yeah, I might switch back. I thought, no, I'll get it physically because when 1000's coming out, I'll get the 1000th one physically.
Well, you might have to wait till after 1000 now.
Though.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Because we all know I need to cut anyways. I don't have room, and this is on the block.
Yeah, I'm getting this digitally, but I'm gonna get like a couple of copies of 1000 for various covers. I'm sure, like I did with Action 1000.
So yeah, I got to this last page and I was like, ugh. Not that it ruined my day, but like this is the one book that I got to read on my break that day.
I'm not gonna lie.
Makes me sour.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to have a really weird opinion on Tomasi. I feel like Tomasi keeps starting off good, and that's how much quicker than this is
the
Superman.
quickest he's ever gone downhill, though.
I'm starting to get this feeling where it's like, oh, it's a really promising start, and in the case of Superman's rebirth, it was like a good couple of arcs of a promising start, and then just decline and
a lot of people will tell you a similar thing happened with his Batman and Robin. I think Batman and Robin actually was all right even in the rough patches. But people will tell you got 30 good issues and then it was shite, right?
It was a roller coaster. It kept building and building and building, and then it dropped down way low, and then it picked right back up again.
Yeah, which is why I dropped it. Because I dropped that book soon after Damian died. I think it was in that sort of period where I was kind of.
I think it's just the character, and I feel like.
It's Batman's fault.
No, it's Batman's fault.
Because he had a problem with Superman, clearly.
Yeah. No, but it's just the way Matt said that. It's the character.
No, I feel like everyone has a Batman story, and then you kind of get lazy. That's what they always say with Superman, is there's not, Superman's not a bad character, just bad writers they don't know what to do with them. And I feel like with Batman, you can do all of the stuff, and he has too much he can do here. Like the fact that he's going over Bruce's, like this arc's called Mythology. It's just I think a little bit too much out of the gate.
Yeah. That's the end of this issue. It was just one of those things where I just sort of went, what the hell is this shit? Like that was my reaction to it.
But if we weren't getting another Bruce Wayne character like in King's Run, the kid.
Yeah.
With the
I'd still hate it here.
No, see, I think the problem, it's not a comparison to that character. I think the problem here is that it felt like this was a good detective story. Sure, the character was going after Batman's like allies and stuff and like something from his past, but it was a detective story about Batman figuring out the villain, right? Whereas King's whole run in Batman has been about deconstructing Batman, and that's fine, right?
Right.
It's had its ups and its downs, but that's fine. The fact that this seems like this arc is turning into deconstructing Batman again is like, oh no, we're doing that in another book.
We don't need both books doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a romp. Give me a nice Batman romp.
Exactly. And that's always whatever my issues with when Tynan was writing it, like it was always a fun romp.
Yeah.
Yeah, the team dynamic went on, and then even with Robinson, like that Two-Face story was really up and down.
But, that was issue to issue, like great to shite.
Yeah,
it was all over the place.
Yeah, this was rough. This was rough. And...
This is an issue of two halves though, because like. Ignoring the 3 pages or so at the start of Hugo Strange, right? Mm-hmm. You've got the first half with Etrigan and the fight with the Hellbat, which I liked mostly, other than the because Batman. I'm like, yeah, this is all cool stuff, right? Action, is what we wanted from it. Mm-hmm. And then you've got the end section, the last third of the book, or whatever it is, where it's just, oh, okay, I guess we're pivoting now.
Yeah, and it felt like a pivot. It really did.
Yeah.
It's that what's even worse is that Batman right now, not counting the crossover with Flash, is doing a thing where everything's in his head.
Yeah.
So if this turns out to be like a Matrixy thing, then it's not that much different. Like that's close enough.
And we've not exactly been feeling that hot on that Batman arc either.
Yeah.
Nope.
So this was Detective 998. Not. I mean, it looked generally pretty good. Like the artist, solid for Mankey.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, I haven't got anything glaringly bad or anything particularly amazing though either. It's solid.
I like his Etrigan. His Etrigan's properly menacing.
I like how his Etrigan's quite acrobatic. So he's always jumping, and you got that pounce off that he does.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate how quickly this arc seems to have just turned in a couple of issues. It's a shame. It's a real shame. And also people are loving it. I had a hard time with this one.
I'm also a little disappointed that I mentioned the last issue was like, why is Hugo Strange in the bat suit again? Like, where's this coming? Last time we saw him, there was nothing, no indication of that. No, and I'm going to mention it.
Yeah, I assumed we'd get more context to that, but there was nothing.
It doesn't even address it. It's just like, yeah, whatever.
Those are his pajamas.
He's got bat
Complete
jammies.
with cape.
Matt, what are you rating Detective?
I'm gonna give it a 6.5. What?
That's more than you gave the last issue.
Yeah, because I like this one more.
Okay, I mean, fair enough.
Like,
this discussion started with you shaking your head.
Yeah, because of the Hugo Strange stuff.
Okay. Connor, what are you giving it?
I'm giving it a 4 because I as much as I like that little bit in the middle with the action, Etrigan, everything around it. No, thank you.
I'm gonna give it a straight 5, straight down the middle. Some things I like, some things I really didn't like, and some like, what the hell are we doing here? Art's pretty good though. I like the art, so art's definitely holding up a little bit. But that's Detective. Hopefully this turns it around. Hopefully this Arkham Knight story coming up is feels better.